everyone. I hope you're having a good day today, and I do hope that this whole week has been really good for you. If not, there are always ways to make it a little bit better, but I do hope that things have been okay so far. This is your daily reading for Friday, November 30th, 2018. This is the last day of the month. Yay, we made it. Wherever you are, you made it. So be happy that you made it through another month, and I do hope that you're able to stay strong and find positivity and joy through the next month. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask for your overall energy for this day. What is your overall energy for Friday, November 30th, 2018? As always, this is the energy that is going to guide our reading. It helps to understand the rest of the cards, and it also is just kind of the energy that's surrounding you today. Overall, everything you do today. So what is your overall energy for this day? You've got defend to the end, the worthwhile. Okay, this card asks you to remember what matters to you and to stand up for it. If, say, you are trying to make changes in your life or do something differently than what everybody is telling you to do, then today is the day where you're going to have to stand in that. If you have a belief that like your family or your friends don't necessarily agree with, if this belief isn't harming anyone, then you need to stand up for that. You need to stand up for what you believe in, what's true to you, what matters to you, okay? There is, I think, a change coming for you of some sort, but this change has to do with how you interact with people or how you respond to other people's words, to how you respond to their behaviors towards you, okay? So this might be a mindset change, this might be a behavioral change, but whatever it is, it has to do with you defending what matters to you, you standing up for what you believe in, okay? So let's see what your aspirational energy is. This is the energy that you can work towards or aspire to achieve. And it also tells us a little bit more about what you might have to defend today, what that overall energy is about. So what is your aspirational energy for today, for Friday, November 30th, 2018? You have the King of Pentacles, okay? So this card is a reminder to pay attention to the treasures that exist in your life. You already have a lot of good going for you, and whatever it is that you're trying to defend, I'm willing to bet that it's probably something that's actually good for you, but you are very focused on either outside influences, you're either focused on what someone else is telling you is right, or what you think should be right because of whatever, because of society, or because what you're doing seems difficult. But difficult does not mean wrong. Difficult does not mean it's bad for you. In fact, there's a common idea that if it's not something you had to work hard for, it's probably not worth it. I don't think that's always true, but in this case, what you have going for you, you have a very strong support. You have a very strong foundation already, and you need to really refocus your attention there. It's possible you were focused on something, that you were really into something, or that you were working towards a certain goal and something happened and you kind of switched to something else, right? This is telling you that not only do you need to return focus to what's important, but then you are going to have to defend that. You're going to have to stand up for it, and that could mean standing up against yourself, standing up against your mind that's rebelling against this idea, or rebelling against making this change that you want to make. But you do have a lot going for you already. Like I said, you have a strong foundation. So remember that and return your focus to the matter at hand. Return your focus to what has helped create this foundation for you. Okay, so let's see what your challenge is on the physical level. What is your challenge concerning your physical life? This could be your jobs, this could be your finances, this could be relationships, this could be, your home life, anything just on the physical, earthly realm. What is your challenge there for Friday, November 30th, 2018? You got the 10 of Swords. So there's a chance that you're just kind of very tired. You've maybe put up with a lot, or like I said, you've been working hard towards a goal and it seems so difficult to you, and you're starting to feel like you're at a point of defeat. But the Ten of Swords isn't just about defeat. It is a reminder that you are at the end of the road with something that you're doing. And it could be emotional for you. It could be, you know, like you've been working hard for something and now you're not feeling it anymore and you're just exhausted and you just want to let it go. But it could also, because this is in your physical position, have to do with your body. It could be that you've been working yourself so hard at night that you're not getting enough sleep. It could be that you're working so hard at a job that it's exhausting you, or that your body is physically feeling this pain. You're physically feeling this exhaustion and you don't really want to move forward, or you're afraid that if you keep going at the rate you're going, you might fail, or you might completely just collapse and you might just be done, you know, like in a way that's not good for you. You might just be put down and done and tired. Okay, so let's see what we can do to overcome this challenge. How can you overcome this sort of end of the road exhaustion, this sort of being to the point where you don't really want to keep putting in the work that you've been putting in for whatever reason? How can you overcome your physical challenge today? We've got the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Right, so I do think, like I said with defend to the end, that this might have to do with a mindset change, because you're sitting, you're doing what you think you need to be doing, and it is creating some kind of change for you, but it isn't necessarily going to make a difference if you're still thinking the same about it. If you're still responding to things in the same way, if you're still behaving in the same way, then the changes that you're making are mostly going to be superficial, all right? And this is telling you to really consider where your mind is in this situation. Consider what you're holding on to that may not be serving you. What is it that you have to leave behind, okay? Because you are going through these emotional changes, you're going through these differences, and you are, like I said, trying to make something move forward and something change, but you're not necessarily thinking about it any differently than you were before. And with the Knight of Cups, I think the message here is that you really have to get more in touch with your feelings, and with what matters to you. Again, defend what's worthwhile. The Knight of Cups, he is someone who is very, very direct. He's very much ready to make this change happen. He's very much ready to go after what's important, and what's important to the Knight of Cups is love, okay? This could have to do with a relationship. It could also have to do with, like I said, a job or anything else. But listen to what you love, okay? Think about what you truly love. Think about what really matters to you and how you're dealing with that, how you are, if you're even dealing with it, if you're even going for it, if you're telling yourself that it's not worth it, or if you're telling yourself that it's too much work or it's too hard, then maybe reconsider that, because your mindset isn't where it needs to be right now, and you really have to listen to your heart, listen to the love that is within you. If you feel compelled to pursue something, if you feel compelled to go after it, then the energy for you today is to just take those steps and start going after it. Don't hold on to the past thoughts that you've had about it. Don't worry about old memories that you've had about it. It is time for you to really let yourself go after this thing that you love. Go after a person that you love, you know, within reason. Don't go after someone who doesn't want you. But if you don't know and you don't ask, you're never going to know, right? Go after what matters to you. Listen to your heart today. Okay, let's see what is going on underneath the surface. What is your challenge on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level? So this is your biggest challenge concerning these things, these matters of the heart, or how your mindset is actually playing out. Maybe it'll help us to understand a little bit of why you're still holding on to this old mindset, even though you actively and outwardly are trying to make some changes, but you're putting yourself to this point of exhaustion because you're not letting go of some of these old thoughts. So let's see what your emotional, spiritual, or mental challenges for this Friday, November 30th, 2018. You got the moon. So your emotions are a little bit confusing for you. You're not really sure how you feel about this situation. You just know that you're feeling a lot. You could be sad one minute and then happy another and then maybe angry another, and you're just going through these huge emotional changes and you're not really sure why. You're not really sure where it's coming from, and I'm sorry that I'm saying that because it doesn't make it that much clearer here. But you do know, you are aware that you are in this place. You are aware that you're kind of deep in your emotions right now, and it could be something big that sets you off. It could be something very tiny that sets you off. But whatever it is, your emotions are kind of out of your control at the moment. They're not something you're fully understanding. You're not understanding why you're feeling the way you're feeling, why you're experiencing your emotions in such an extreme way right now. So let's see what we can do to overcome that. How can we overcome this kind of over emotional thing that you're experiencing? This so emotional that you're not able to settle. You're not able to focus on any one feeling. You're just deep in your emotions today. So how can we overcome this challenge? You have the King of Cups, all right, and the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So we've already got 2 kings and 2 cups and a lot of water. I do think that today is a very, very emotional day for you. I do think that it's very important that you don't ignore your emotions and you really get in touch with how you're feeling. You get in touch with your own internal powers. With the King of Pentacles that we have, he is looking away. He's looking away from his treasures. He's looking away from his foundation. He's looking away from all of the good, the gold, the abundance that is already in his life, right? With the King of Cups, he's doing the exact opposite. He's looking down. He's paying attention. He's looking at all of the wonder that exists within his life, and he is very much connected with who he is. And I think that that's something you have to do. You have to look inward. You have to stop and pay attention to the love and abundance that exists within and around you. All of the things that you already have, just like I said with your aspirational card, you really have to focus on all of the abundance that exists for you up on your own foundation, on what you've already created in your life, what you've already done to get to the point that you're at, and what you love, what's important to you. And in this instance, I think you have to look at what's important to you about you, as in not just what you want to do, but who do you want to be? What kind of experience do you want to have? What kind of life do you want to live? Okay, what really matters to you? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? If your answer is I don't know, then that's something you should explore. That's something you should really sit down and say, if I had a choice, where could I be? If I could control the future, if I could jump into the future 10 years from now, then where do I want to see myself? What life do I want to be living? What life do I want to work towards? And what's going to be the most fulfilling for me, for my soul, for my heart? Because you really need to pay attention to what's inside of you right now and what matters to your heart. And again, you got a lot of abundance. You got a lot going for you. And this is a reminder that you really have to see that. You really have to acknowledge it, because if you don't acknowledge it, then neither will the universe. She's not going to give you something if you're not grateful for what you have. If you're not aware even of what you have, you're not going to be able to see when there's more. But there is more coming for you. The end of this dark time is coming. All right. Tens mean an end, right? So you're coming to the end of your exhaustion. You're also coming to the end of this over emotional way, and you're going to be able to find a lot more abundance. You do need to learn to ground yourself emotionally. You really need to, if your emotions are getting out of control, if they're doing things that you don't really want them to do, then try meditation, try grounding, try doing something that makes you laugh. You know, laughter is such a great way to connect with yourself. Have a snack, have a nice healthy snack. That's another way to connect with your body. But ground your energy, ground yourself, and ground your emotions so that you can really think clearly about this, so that you can really reassess all the abundance that already exists for you. Because if you're aware of that, you're going to be able to bring more into your life, okay? So let's see what your energy is to close out this Friday. How are you going to end this Friday today? What is your energy for the end of this day, Friday, November 30th, 2018? You have the Magician and the Three of Cups. So again, we have cups. Again, we have emotions. Again, we have the idea that you need to really reconnect with your own power. You really need to reconnect with your own strength. The Magician is a reminder that you have every tool that you need to achieve. You have all of the elements that you need to overcome your challenges today. You have all the elements that you need to even overcome yourself and overcome your old mindsets. So really stop and listen to yourself. Stop and really figure out what matters to you and what's worth working for, and then remind yourself that you're capable of it. Whatever you've done to get to where you are today, it took some of your work, okay? Nobody does everything alone, but also nobody does anything just never alone, if that makes any sense. Like you have done enough to get where you are today, and you can do more. You have the skills, you have the tools that you need, you have the ability to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And with the Three of Cups, you got luck on your side, you've got love on your side, and if you need to reach out to someone, then you're able to do that. You do have people who care about you, okay? I am seeing that whoever you are very much loved and supported, and you should reach out to those people, okay? If you're feeling alone, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling like your emotions are just getting out of hand, then again, ground yourself and connect yourself. Connect yourself with the people who care about you. Reach out, ask for help if you need it. Call your friends, call your family, call someone, call a helpline, anything. Just know that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you have everything that you need to get through this. You have everything that you need to be able to stand up for what you believe in, okay? To change something in your life, to improve something in your life. These tools are already there for you, and you're not dealing with it alone. Connect with the people who care about you, reach out to them, and celebrate, have a good time, enjoy the abundance that already exists for you, because I can see it, it is there, and it is beautiful. Okay? So I am going to pull one more card just as your transition card. This is going to help us understand the energy that you'll be taking with you into the weekend. So what is your energy for Saturday and Sunday, the 1st and 2nd of December 2018, the very last month? What is your energy as we transition into December 2018 for Saturday and Sunday? She feels, she knows, okay? This card is all about balance. This card is all about listening to your intuition. Again, like I've said so many times, listen to your heart. Listen to what's inside of you right now, because it knows the right path for you. It knows where you need to go. Your heart, your soul, whatever you want to call it, your intuition, your spirit, your higher self, your guides, whatever it is, they know where you're supposed to be going. They know what you're supposed to be doing. And if something doesn't feel right, there's a chance that it's not right. Okay? You have the ability to understand where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be living. Okay? And if you don't feel that you're in the right place, then it's really time to consider that and listen to your intuition about that and figure out how you can change that. Listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Okay? This week has been about emotions, I think. It's been about finding stability in your emotions, finding, strength within your emotions, strength within yourself. And I do think that you're capable of doing that. You know how to do that. You have the the wisdom already within you to be able to do that. So listen this weekend. Listen to yourself, listen to your emotions, listen to your intuition, and thank you. I will see you Monday. Remember always that I love you. Bye.